Hi guys, welcome back to Love from the Kitchen. Hi guys, pull up a seat and let's visit for a little while. We're going to make this box meal. We don't usually do box meals much, but I saw this at the Dollar Tree and thought we'd make it just to review it for you. It looked pretty tasty, kind of like a hamburger helper, I guess. So we're going to do that, and we have to start by cooking a pound of ground beef, and we're going to measure out our ground beef we have and see how close we can get to a pound. That's 14 ounces. That's not quite a pound. A couple more ounces. But, well, so we turn the pan on, and we'll go ahead and put this in. And this will probably take about 5 minutes to cook. So we're going to take about, I just cleaned that scale, so it's okay. 2 ounces. Boom. Okay, we'll clean it again later. We're going to take this meat, we're going to season it. Well, no, we're not going to season it because the box has seasoning and we don't want to overdo something. So we're just going to cook this down. When I cook it down, then it says we're going to need 2.5 cups of milk. So I need a measuring cup. This one does 2.5. Ooh, I barely have it. So how's your new year? Been okay on the new year? Are you glad it's a new year? Were you finished with the old one? Well, doesn't much matter now, but we're thankful for the new year, and every day is a new day, and always brings opportunity and always brings challenges. It's just a matter of how we address those opportunities, whether we take advantage of them. And it also is a matter of how we handle challenges and our temperament and reasoning and understanding. 2 cups of water. Now I got to get another measuring cup. I think I have one here that does 2 cups. Need to clean this one out a little bit. We'll wash. What part of the country are you in? What kind of weather challenges are you having to face right now? Some areas are pretty bad. But on the news, you notice how they portray weather like it's never happened before. Oh, we've got this weather that's worse than ever. Got a storm that's worse than ever. That is hardly ever the truth. Now I need 2 cups of water. I'm going to reach behind my hideaway. We'll just grab 2 cups. Well, take news with a grain of salt. Uh, there's some truth. And unfortunately, there's also some elaborating on that truth. Doesn't make it not true, uh, but not true entirely. Now, some people have these fancy hamburger. You know what? My burner's not working. I have this problem. I'm going to replace this burner because it does this. The element that this plugs into back here is going bad. And sometimes this wiggles loose a little bit. There we go. Now we're talking. And I've got a new element to go in here. I need to get a new burner, and then we'll replace this whole thing. And we'll go ahead and, so some people have that, have a star-shaped chopper thing they use in pans, especially when it comes to beef. I don't know. Maybe it's convenient, whatever. I don't know. I've always broken up meat like this. It's always worked fine. And I can control that, but I'm not used to that gizmo. Maybe you can do it with that too. Control how coarse or how not coarse you want your ground meat. I don't know. But I just like my wooden ladles. I use them for so much. I use them on my stir fry. I use them like a spatula almost. The only time I don't use them is when I need a spatula to scoop something up that this edge is too thick. Like you want to flip a grilled cheese, or you want to flip an omelet or something. Okay, we're going to let that cook. We'll be back. Okay, the ground beef is cooked. Next step is to drain the beef. So we're just going to strain out the grease. Well, you can't see me, but that's because I'm over here doing this over the sink to contain the mess. Now, according to the instructions, stir in the water. This is room temperature water, by the way. And stir in the milk. It has been sitting out a little while. It's not cold. We're going to stir that a little bit. Now it says, bring it to, add the seasoning mix. That would be this thing. Unmarked package. Oh, that's a lot of seasoning. Then the pasta. Yep, can we say hamburger helper knockoff? But we want to try it, let you know if it's a value for $1.25 at our local Dollar Tree. And then we're going to stir all this. Then we have to bring it to a boil. And then turn it down and simmer it for 12 minutes. Just put the lid on to help expedite the boiling. Let's get a towel over here to help clean the surface. So I've already followed the instructions. I've had 2 boilovers already. You can kind of see it on the lid. This darkness here is foam from the milk. See it inside? Maybe? See that? That was foam that the milk creates when it gets too hot. It boiled over and this lid filled with foam and just oozed out. I don't know why it always oozes on this side, but it did. Anyway, I did it twice. I've got it turned down as low as I can, and I cracked the lid to help keep it from boiling over again. So, I have to say we're halfway through the cooking process, and I just set it for another 3 minutes. We'll stir it up. It's getting there though. The pasta is starting to swell, and hopefully it is worth the effort. Okay, it's been another 3 minutes. It's starting to look pretty close to done. 3 more minutes, and it should be the 12. We'll see how it tastes. Okay, this should be done. It's been 12 minutes. It's been cooking like crazy. Let's put it in the bowl, and we'll give it a test. Looks like a kind of a stroganoff looking thing. Interesting to see what it tastes like. Go. Fogging up the camera probably. Give it a taste. Wait, before I give it a taste, I'm going to put, I like texture in my food and a little bit of spice. So I'm going to give it a taste. I'm going to add a little bit of dragon sweet chili taki. Did you know that takis are really good for adding a little crunch and a little spice to your food? So we're going to stick a couple of those on there. Sometimes what I'll do is crush them up in the bag, and then I just sprinkle them on my food. Okay, grab a spoon. Let's get to eating. How come that's steaming so much? I know it's going to burn my mouth. Okay, here we go. Let's do just a taste of this with no other influence. Heat hot, right out of the stove. Gotta watch it. It's in the blister the roof of my mouth. Anybody else have that problem? But kind of a stroganoff pasta burger dish. It's good. Needs a green vegetable with it. Maybe a salad on the side would be really good. If you like spice, a little spice would help. Now it's on. That was hot. Okay, hope you enjoyed that video. Actually, wasn't too bad. Just really watch for the when you use milk and anything like that. Watch it carefully, and never set the lid completely on it. Should crack the lid because milk will tend to boil real easy. It has a very low boiling point. Other than that, it's a pretty decent dish, and for $1.25, if you already have some hamburger, might be good for a quick meal. Total time is probably about 15 minutes. And hope you have a nice day. And thank you for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next one.